All right, welcome, welcome. I am here in my new frame. I've got a few frames that I'm working on, and this one's the wall or just wall on at the URL, but it will. I don't know exactly if I'm going to use this other than the other wall, the G wall, which you can find right here. And I'll just put on for a sec and show you the difference. This is kind of a room where you can learn. This is our Jewel right here. She's the one who gives us most of the information. But as you see, this is a room with basically all the information. It's a Frame VR is awesome because you can basically create a web page that people can walk through, and you can jump in and say hi and help them. It's wild. So the Frame team is great. There's a Discord where the team is just so helpful, and they just keep adding stuff to this. In fact, oh, it's snowing. In fact, I'm going to show you something right now. So this is just me experimenting with Frame, and they've been great, like I said, along the way, and helping us help them, and just making it better, and really appreciating the people that are contributing. So they are awesome over there. Check them out, framevr.io, and you can get your own frame, or you can get, I think you get 3 for free, and you can add to it and get more stuff, especially if you're a business and want to get into the metaverse. This is definitely the platform to start using. It's very robust. It lets you do everything. There's all those other platforms really, they're constricting, and I don't know, it's just, they're clunky, and I've watched this team really develop this platform, and it's been amazing. Let's see how, I haven't really messed with the particles too much, but this is another new feature. And I bet if I go to the assets and I try to find the, not spawns, but maybe effects. There it is, particle system. I need to get to that. And I do know how to do it. Although I kind of hid this particle system. Nope, it's right there. Particle system, awesome. So this might be coming off the screen a little. It is. I apologize for all my stuff on my screen. Let me turn this off. Down here, I'm able to set an ID. And let's see. This is the ID I want. So there's an ID right here that Gabe, the head programmer, gave everybody on Discord, and it's for just an easy way to make snow. You can create your own particles, which is awesome. But he created one and gave us the code. So I want to come in here. The first thing I want to do, I want to make it snow. I think it should be snowing. So all you do is come in and say add, and you can add so many things. And yeah, I can see this is getting cut off. Let me see if I can, let me get through this part first. So if you scroll down, you can see all types of things, models, 3D models. You can do polls now, spawn spots, add seat. That is a new one. I thought I knew all of those, but I'll have to see add seat. I bet that's pretty cool. Where you can maybe have groups and they can pick a seat. I want to find particles, so add image, zone, 3D. God, there's so much now. It's great. Live streaming, whiteboard, model, poll. Like I said. Well, where are the particles? I don't see particles right now. All right, well, then I will get back to it. One thing I wanted to show today is this thing. So the background is a 360-degree image. So what you see here, you'll see that all these big models are moving, but that background I will never get to because it is a 360-degree photosphere, and it looks a little something like, well, it's gonna look something like this. I just made these two, and I wanted to wait till I videoed to show this one. Well, this is the one that's up right now. This is literally what's in here. So I'm kind of experimenting with how far you can go with these 360 images, and like this 360-degree image is, if I can get out into the wild, I've got this blue sphere glowing. It's actually moving. So you can have different types of... Get that out of here. You can have different types of things. Oh, I'm going to do a fly. Yeah, now I'm flying, so I can go through everything. It's pretty wild. Woo! Because I wanted to get up here and show you guys. I am above everything here. Oh, now I'm behind everything. Let's go right here. Fly in the room. Look at that. Oh, and since we are on there. So there's a whole room you can explore in here, and this is how the rooms work. This is using one of their environments, and then I just built around it. But this one is an empty room, and it's just all you see is that photosphere. So even it coming down to the floor right there, that is this black area right here. But I made these two, that and then this one, and I wanted to see what it looked like. So I want to show you how to do it. So all you do is come in here and say, it's the third one down, add 3D photo, and then I've got it where I can you can either drag it in or click in and go. So let's do the red first. The red skies. So look at that, pops right in there. I have to take it off edit to see it, and then I just click on it, and let's see how it looks. Ooh. It's a little freaky. Now, the reason I did the water is because this guy, if you know the artwork, you see that pink in the back on the wall, that is the global brain, which is represented by an octopus. So even right here, this is the wall where you can kind of come in a little bit better. Oh, I'm not on fly. Look at this. You can come in here and hit fly, and you can fly all around. This is when you can zoom up into it and fly everywhere. So here's the global brain coming down this tidal wave of metaverse technology after the first wave of technology. And the whole storyline goes with our journey into 2030. So definitely, if you haven't, check out the Grapevine wall. There'll be links everywhere to keep going. But there's so many things you can add to this. This is actually a Tesla dude. I'm going to take him out. I'm just playing with him. But I want to show scale. So with one of those pieces, I can put right here and do a scale and show that it's over his head. But I need to put a platform there, because what I want to do is I want you to be able to come through all of this, come up and almost go through the sky. I might have different platforms everywhere. Fly right by a jewel right there. And if you notice, we'll be coming, you come around all these main areas, but you will not ever reach the main wall back there. So that's pretty wild. I like the red. I do like the red. But let's try one more. going to go back down to where this is. I like to put my spheres close to each other because you can have a bunch out and then just let the users pick as they want to go. Like, that's way over there. Boop. It's too far away. No, come on, get it. Oh, no, it did change it. We want... That one is actually just the desert, which is pretty wild, but wow, I have these everywhere. So we are there. We are. There's the red there, and then if we want the blue skies again, that is a little nicer, a little more calm. But the cool thing is I can keep these in here and change them as I go. Let's try one more. Let's get closer to this one. All right. So now I can add 360 again. And then I've already made this one too from the Photoshop file. So that's it. So this one's going to be underwater. All right, here we go. Click. That should look the same right there. Bam. Come on. Bam. Boom. All right, so that's the same, but yeah, look at this. Doesn't work as well. It's pretty wild. It works with him for sure. And we are definitely feeling like we're underwater. Let me get... Oh, she didn't get cut off, that's why. Alright, so now you see Mr. Tesla's right here. We're going to make a floor right here, kind of like those are on. So we're going to have different platforms, different levels, and you won't be able to reach them unless you're in fly mode. And that's going to be the cool part of this. So you'll be able to explore. I really do like this, like the water. Got to do something with that. I'm not loving that. But as far as this goes, I don't know, it's pretty wild. Maybe if they're inside something that's underwater, because like I said, he works great here. And I might do some things like if you come in here, oh, might be have something hidden in here. And if you're in fly mode, you'd be able to explore and go down, and then you can pop out and swim all around. So you are like, it's like you're underwater instead of flying, but you will never reach the top. So we'll see. I am just wanting to share what I was doing right now, just playing around with the Frame VR platform. There's so many ways that you can build. There are, I'm going to show you how easy it is. You can go to the frame settings, and I'm in empty right now. They've got all these rooms. Let's see what it looks like if we're at a resort underwater. Watch how easy. Bam, it's already up. Oh, I do need to do this though. If I go to an environment, I have to show the environment. So bam. So now we're in an environment, and you're not going to see a lot of the bottoms because I had put all those things under the platform, or the plane where all these are going to go. So if you see, you can still see the background and some of the elements, but that one's a little wild one. Like I said, I designed it for the empty space, so it's going to look weird on all these, but I just want to show you a few. I want to show you some outdoor ones because the indoor won't show you, obviously, the other stuff. Let's go to, oh, here's the island. Oh, this is wild. I don't know what's happening here. Ha ha ha. That's wild. This is why you kind of want to build for the environment at first, especially if you're using empty. Empty just messes everything up. Unless you, I mean, there's definitely reasons to use it, like I am, but it really acts differently. And you can install your own environments too. So you can make your own, and they'll have collision, where if you go into the wall, it'll detect it, so you don't go through it. This way, if you can have free images, and I'm kind of building it with those, and not creating an environment, but that's why you're able to go through them. And plus, if you're in fly mode, you'll be able to go through things anyhow. So I kind of like having that entering into the beast. So I'll do a quick search for a 3D element I need. So I need, I guess, like a platform here, something to start off in, because no one's going to start off in a fly mode. So I'll have a sign that says, jump in fly mode to fly around, and I might have little rings that you can fly through that kind of guide you. That'll be really fun. So right now, if I want to get a model, I do the same process. There's the add to frame, and then I scroll down to add 3D model, and then I want to browse. So it uses Sketchfab, and all you have to do is log in or accept their agreement, which says, it allows you to use it inside this platform. And I always pick the 0 to 10K, the smallest, and do a search, because the more models you have in here, the harder it is, or the more it takes to download. And we want this working on everything from phones or mobile devices to computers. For the fly mode, you can't do that on mobile yet, but it's really fun in desktop. So this one I'm doing in fly mode, and it can be just the one where you can come to if you're on a desktop. I have a few other frames like this one where I will turn this off because that music's probably annoying you. But you can just walk through. You don't have to use fly. So let me turn that off. Bye-bye. All right, so I'm going to look for, let's say, a platform, maybe. And you can just scroll through everything and find something you like. Well, platform is bringing up a lot of different things. I want more of a thing you stand on. Low poly circular sculpture. Oh, it's probably a sculpture bottom. I might just pick that to show you how it works. Let's see. Anything that's better. I'll put it right about. Oh, it's going to cover it quite a bit. Ooh, what is this one? It's a Tesla Cybertruck. These people love Tesla. They, everybody is, but these are the some of the builders. Day 16 train with platform. That looks like a LiDAR. You can make these LiDARs or these sculptures with LiDARs, and it's almost like little dots. And it works good for some things, but definitely not for what I'm looking for. Yeah, some really cool stuff. I mean, you could just play on this all day long. I've made some really cool frames, just testing things out and grabbing 3D models that are free. I mean, they are free to use, and it just works so well. You don't have to leave the site to get anything. Oh, what's this? A Star Trek. What the heck? Would that look like it was floating? No, that looks... what's another word I can use? I mean, it's giving me great stuff, but I don't think anything I need to use. Ooh, what's that? What makes us human? There's a orb. Okay, this is where I get myself in trouble. I just start saying, let me try that. What is that? Ooh, what is that? I want to see what that is. Because some of these orbs you go into and it's almost like you're in another world inside of it, and then you can pop right back out of it. So that might be really, really cool. And it looks like it's water with fish maybe. So we'll give this a second. Sometimes there's an issue if the models are big, but it is optimizing it for me, and they are low poly count. And sometimes if I have it open, oh, here we go. Let's see. All right, so I want to scale it up. I don't think it's going to be anything fabulous. No. Yeah, see, I'm in it. No. Oh well. Look at this. It's just boop. That easy. So I'm going to, for some reason, I'm having issues deleting. But there's always a solution. So while it's doing that, I can just go in here. I'm going to say, what makes us human? Bye-bye. I'm not going to get rid of the Tesla guy yet because he's letting me see the floor there. All right. Any suggestions? What to put in? Floor or balcony? I put balcony before and it was pretty cool. I didn't use one that I maybe should have. But for right now, where's that little disc? Oh, not the Cybertruck. Whatever that is. I'm just going to do this little platform. I'm sure it's very small, low poly count. It's a disc. Oh, wow. It's starting now. Sometimes when it's uploading and it takes that long to get to step 2, or to texture 2, I mean, it will sometimes mess up, and it looks like it's going. Come on now, you can do it. So it's actually importing these 3D models, optimizing it, putting it in. So they've really come a long way with even working with the third parties. I don't know any other platform that's doing that. It's directly connected to a thing like Sketchfab, and you can just directly import them. I mean, they've had this since day one. Oh, I hope that this one's going to come in. I think usually when I have to delete something the other way, I have to do it different, so no big deal. If it's that way, I'm just going to do this. I'll refresh it. And I'll pop in. So right now I got 31 spots left. I don't know why I have 31. Is somebody here? Hello? All right. So see, we're in a, it's a tough place to start just in midair. But I can make a spawn spot where you enter every time. So say this play just says put on fly mode and shows you to go up here and click it on. So there's so many different ways I can do it once I build it and figure out the flow of people coming in. But all I want right now is to put a little platform right here. So let's try it again. So we go in here, add frame. Go to add 3D model. It's going to want us to log in again since we refreshed, but no big deal because I'm already done it. Bam. And I want the low poly count. And what did I do? Platform. And you can even have it animated, so it only shows the ones that are animated. Like you see here, I think all these are animated, but we don't need to animate a platform. Definitely not. So we're just going to get that, not low poly, antique, nope. Just give us this little platform. Now let's see if this caused it or me deleting it that weird way. So it is loading, and it's on optimize. So yeah, now it's optimizing. So hopefully it's gonna give it to us. And while we're waiting on that, I am gonna put this back up. This is the wall of where it is at the moment. I have been working on chapter 4 along with 3. Not really working on it because each one is created each month. So 2 are completed each month. But what I've been doing is kind of letting the flow go, and it's been designing it. So even with chapter 3, it started out all nasty, even worse than this, and it's been changing into this this monster over here. I'd say about that area right there. Since 2020, man, that's already happened. That's crazy. So we're on a 193 and 194 frames working on, and then it's going to go to this over here, and each one's about 3.5 years. And then if you see this right here, that's just the walls. So what you'll see is this 360-degree wall. In fact, if you look at this, yeah, there's one of the tops, and let's make it shine. So I'm kind of doing that with the chapter 5 as well. It's just it's connecting to what was already there and all that. So yeah, obviously, that'll come up and work with it, but I'm just kind of roughly connecting them. Let's see, those aren't even connected actually because the mock-up is off. And then the floor will be done with chapter 5 at the same time. So it would be it's going to be a box. It'll fold into a box, and it'll keep going forever and ever and ever like that. Forever. If you take, let's say we just take those, they're all the same. I have them flipped, so when I'm changing them, it can, I like it better, not just in the middle. But, so it goes head over heels, over to the next side, and they all come together. And they start making what's going to be the final piece. So that'll be, that's 8 more years. 8 more years. But we'll keep going and seeing what's going on. All right. Unfortunately, it's looking like this bad boy is having some issues. So it might be the model. A lot of people model, put those models in Sketchfab. So a lot of times they might not work with what you're wanting to put them into, and that'll be anything. But not bad for free models. Every once in a while, having an issue. But I'm not liking this issue right now. I am sorry. I'm going to try one more time. And once again, log in. Accept the terms. And then my filters, I want to make them small. And I'm going to say, I put, what about layer? How do you spell it? Layer. Layer. Oh. No. That's still some good ones, though. Let's say, What do we want? What do we want? Like balcony. I just want somewhere where they can stand. I can do floor. I mean, shoot, I can do floor. But that's no fun sometimes. Maybe there'll be a cool floor. Like, I don't want it square. I want it kind of to fade off or something. Like, cup on the floor, New York. There's so many cool ones. Speaking of cool ones, I want the red sky back. Yes. Red skies at night. All right. Oh, an elevator. That'd be fun. You can make spawn spots, so you can actually make that elevator, or that's a private door. You can make, well, even the door, so you click on it and it can take you into different spots in the frame, or take you to a URL. It can open up an embedded iframe. There's so many different options, and those are a lot of new ones. Well, that's a cool one, but it's white. I don't want white. I want some color. That is pretty wild. I don't want it though. I just want something simple. But not too simple. But look at this. Just floor gives you just so many options. I'm being a little picky because it's not just a floor. And all these floors you can just keep making them bigger and bigger and bigger. But I don't want it because it'll cover some things up. Yeah, it's got all different textures. It's really cool. What is this? I would use that, but I'm still being picky. Let's do it like a hub. Yeah, doesn't know hub. I put command center. That was kind of cool, but there was nowhere. There wasn't really glass to look out at. What about penthouse? Oh, because I spelled it wrong. Oh, look at this. Huh, that's a bed. All right. Not totally thrilled in this. All right, let's go a little sci-fi here. Space station. Wow. Oh, wow. I might want to do animated. Oh, look at that. The Death Star. Wow, that's cool. All right, I'm not going to do animated. I just thought, man, that could be animated right there. All right, let's see if this one works. That looked pretty complicated. Oh, wow. Bam. Look at that. That took no time. All right, so let's go into edit mode. And let's see what we got here. Now, this would be cool just floating around. See, it's a little round on top. I didn't want round because I want this to be, oh, look at that. You can go inside of it. That's what I like. But now, if we're using this as a platform, we want it really big. And see, we can use a little Tesla guy way over there to make sure we're good, but it's a little too round on top. Unless I just make it humongous. And then bring it down. Where even though it's round, we're still walking on it. I don't know. Could work. I honestly don't like it covering up when you first come on all the fun stuff. So maybe we just let it fly. Let it sit there for now. So you can lock it into place. And then we're still stuck on this floor, which we do not have. Which is actually fine now. Like, I don't think we need it. Because you're almost still flying. Right now, you just can't go up or down. But you turn on this fly mode. And there you go. Fly above everything. And fly to everything. So you can have like a scavenger hunt. You can have... Let me turn this off. You can have instructions, training, teaching, all types of things. Oh, this might be cool, doing it this way. Making that the platform. And then you can go in here and go up and down if you want. So many options. Definitely, if you are interested at all, about even your own website, I mean, this can be done on anything. You can come to the site on a mobile device, a phone, a tablet. In fact, once I'm done with this, and then you have your own character. That's me. That's me. So, and that character you see when you have other people in here. If someone popped in right now, we would be right here together and talking. And you could see them, I could see them. But what we're going to do for this one is it's one where everyone can come in, and it actually tells me. In fact, let's see if I have it set up. You can have it set up for when someone comes in, it texts you, it notifies you. Oh, it does. So it notifies me when someone pops in. So I can, wherever I am, I can just say, oh, wow, I'm going to pop in and say hi. And then all of a sudden you're in there talking to someone while they're looking at your stuff. You can answer questions. So imagine having a store. If someone walks into your virtual store, you can pop in and tell them about the product. They can click on the product and buy it. It's just so many options. If I wasn't building this project and just not totally 100% into it, I would go back to making web pages, and this would be the web page for sure. So, yeah, just play around with it. It's awesome, and you can do things like this, or a lot more contemporary, a lot more corporate if you want to go that route. But I do not. I'm out of that game. I've been out of that for long enough. But anyway, this is how I'm going to start, or a new way for me to show the project and fly around it and explain what the project's about, and hopefully do some good in the world. But with that said, I think that's it. I will keep sharing with you guys, and definitely comment if you have any questions, and I will definitely let you know any things I've been working on, or any help with these type of things, and what you can do with them. Really cool stuff. All right. Peace out, everyone.